Good morning, people. Watchwoman 65, Lisa Boyce here. The next thing that I'm going to get into, this story, this article, this is a preload, like I said yesterday, a precursor to what's coming. It's just a precursor to what's coming, because right now I don't think they can get away with this, but they can try. When people say we focus too much on the rapture, they're actually saying we focus too much on Christ. And I'm going to tell you why. Because the rapture is not an event. The rapture is something that we look forward to because it's Christ. It's us reconnecting with Him. Now, physically, we're going to be taken out of here. And that's what we look forward to. I'm sick of people saying that, well, you focus too much on the rapture. Or people saying, and this is where you can know this, where someone's coming from when they say, well, I trust in the rapture, I believe in the rapture, but God will see to it that we're protected if we go through the tribulation. Then they don't believe in a pre-trib rapture. God's protection through the tribulation is God pulling us out of the tribulation. And I'm talking about the tribulation big T, not the little t, trials and tribulations that we have every day. I'm talking about tribulation big T. That's God's protection. We are protected from the time of trouble. We will not go through that. Now, what's going to impart of the tribulation is this story that I'm reading right now. Obama Clinton Ninth Circuit judge, listen to this, suspend the Bill of Rights until a coronavirus cure is available. Can they do this? Maybe, maybe not. But this is a warning to what's coming. It says the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals on Friday ruled that Democratic California Governor Gavin Newsom ban on in-person church services during the coronavirus pandemic can stand. So see, right now they're slowly but surely taking away your rights. But come the rapture, the tribulation happens, they're not going to have any rights. I'm going to stop there and I'm going to say something. And the Lord has been dealing with me about this to let you know this. And I'm basically talking to those who aren't saved. Or if you know somebody who's not saved. They have no clue what's about to go down. You have no clue what's about to happen. And it's going to be horrific. Because the average person, and he showed me this and he told me this, the average person, if they knew exactly what's about to happen to this world and this earth, they would die. That's how bad it's going to be. You have no clue what's about to go down. I'm telling you right now to get saved. Saved. The word saved means to be taken out of this world and what's about to happen. That's salvation. I'm telling you, you better get saved. It says the lawsuit filed by South Bay United Pentecostal Church in San Diego prevents the church from reopening, according to the LA Times. Now, you know how I feel about Pentecostals and the church. Some of them should be closed. But that's taken away a person's right to go there. And it's a difference when it's a right. They're taking away people's rights. It's not just with the Pentecostal church. It's with all brick and mortar places of worship. I don't do it. I don't go there, but you have a right to do that. And when government comes in and tries to take away your rights, which is what's going to happen in the tribulation, there's a problem there. But see, in the tribulation, there's only one that's going to be ruling, and that's the Antichrist. It says the constitutional standards that would normally govern our review of free exercise claim should not be applied. That's a bunch of crap. These two judges, in the majority opinion. Now see, like I said yesterday, and I don't mean to be political about it, but you got to look at it. It's the Democrats that are feeding this narrative. I'm just saying, both parties are wrong, but it's the Democrats that's feeding this narrative. It says here that we're dealing here with a highly contagious and often fatal disease, which is BS, for which there presently are no known cure for. They just want to make their presence known by throwing their authority around. This ruling came from Judges Jacqueline Wynn and Barry Silverman. Wynn is it's an Obama appointee, and Silverman is a Clinton appointee. The Ninth Circuit has a long-standing terrible reputation, but this is a new low. The only thing Wynn and Silverman didn't do is reference crying fire in a theater. Perhaps these two lefty scholars can point us to where the First Amendment states, except in an emergency. Are they proposing the suspension of the Bill of Rights until there's a cure? Which may never happen. Bizarrely, the Democrat judges are quoting a minority dissent, arguing that speech could be censored if it was inflammatory. Jackson was arguing that the authorities should have the right to stop Nazi supporters from saying racist things in public because it would lead to disorder, and the America would go the way of Nazi Germany. Jackson was a great man, but wrong in this case. That he's being quoted by the majority in the ruling is troubling at best, considering the original implications. The Democrat judges did not address the fact that nuisance is discriminating against religious observance. I'm going to leave this article in the description box. This is terrible. This is terrible. They're trying to undo everything. And that's not good. This is why our blessed hope is the rapture. And for anybody to speak against that, I'm sorry, I got a problem with that. I got a problem with that. We look to the Lord for everything. Call us weak, call us whatever you want. But it's our hope. Our hope is in the Lord Jesus Christ and Him returning to this earth to take us home. Think about what's coming. Think about what's coming. Because the rapture is going to happen so fast, and the unsaved is going to be caught up in the tribulation so fast that they won't have time to blink. And it's coming. It's definitely coming. I'm going to tell you something like I told you last year about my 3 half-sisters. One died of lung cancer. The other 2 were devout Jehovah's Witnesses, and they both died actually several months apart from each other. They both died with their mouth open. I told you that last year. They both died. Matter of fact, my mom said that my other sister died at home, and she died the exact same way. Her mouth was open. My other sister died. Her mouth was open. The doctors could not close their mouth. It was a shock over their face before they died of what they were seeing. Now, I'm not telling you this to scare you. I'm telling you this because it's right there in the Bible. Hell is real. And if you don't accept Christ's death, burial, and resurrection, that is where you're going. It's a literal lake of fire, regardless of what anybody else says. It is literal. It is there. Just go to Luke 16 about Lazarus and the rich man. It's right there. And you will be conscious of where you are. And you will be conscious and thinking of the time where you could have gotten saved when that person witnessed to you and you did not listen. So now you have all of eternity to think about it. But their one problem is this: you will not escape. It is permanent. It is eternal. The Bible speaks more about hell than it does heaven. Think about it. I'll be back later. Thank you.